Hey everybody, Tim with Bevan Farm. Today I'm going to be replacing the carburetor on my Ryobi / Honda pressure washer. The carburetor is getting kind of gunked up. It doesn't start like it should consistently. So what I'm going to do is switch. I haven't been using ethanol-free gas, which I'm going to now. And I'm just going to go ahead and swap the carburetor because they're so cheap. It should be really easy to do. And I'm going to do this to kind of guarantee that I'm not going to have it gunked up in the future, and by using ethanol-free gas too. So first thing we're going to do is get over here and take off the cover for the air filter. There we go. This filter's pretty good. So we've got two bolts right there. Looks like 10 millimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off, and then we'll see what's in store behind that. All right, let's pull this off. Got the two bolts out. Let's see if we can kind of finagle this out. There we go. Carburetor is exposed right there. It's kind of just hanging there. It looks like we've got, excuse me, got two fuel lines holding it. One right down there in the middle, and then one over here to the right, the big one. Now that's just holding this part. But the carburetor is already loose. So let's just get our little pliers and we'll take off the ring that's on this hose right down there. I don't know if you can see it. So we'll just remove that, and we should be able to get that carb off. We'll also unhook the throttle line right there, that metal line up very top. So let's get our pliers real quick, and then we'll see what we can get. So a few things I forgot to mention. First is you want to make sure your valve is set to close. Otherwise, when you undo carburetor, all this fuel is going to come out. I did just go ahead and cut this rubber line because I have a new one that I'm going to put on there just to make it easier to get this out. And also I undid this bolt right here just to let the fuel drain out of there, and it smells really sweet like ethanol. And yeah, it's obviously not what you want in there. It should smell like gasoline, so we want to use fuel that doesn't have ethanol in it. Got a little spill right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these little cables off, or not cables, like the rods going to the throttle off, and then we should be able to swap this other one in. I'm going to replace this hose. I'll replace this gasket back here and the little spacer, and then we should be ready to put the new one on. The carb is off now, and so now I'm just going to remove the gasket and the little spacer. Kind of stuck to it. It's been there for a long time. So I've got that. There's the new gasket down there. We're just going to drop that guy there. And this gasket should just come off by hand. I might have to get a screwdriver or something to pry it off. So yeah, let me use my second hand real quick. And there's a gasket behind it too. And so I've got new gaskets in this bag right here. So yeah, let me pry this off real quick. I just put a little pressure on this and it started to come loose, so I figured I'd show you it coming off. So there it is with the gasket on the back. So yeah, we're gonna put this down next to the new spacer. We'll make sure the orientation is correct. And then we're about ready to start putting all this back on after I remove this hose right here, because I have a replacement right there that we're gonna put on. So let's get that hose off real quick. Just need my pliers. Move this little thing out of the way, and there's a little clamp. And yeah, should be able to go on pretty quickly. Okay, we got everything removed. And so now, just gonna start getting ready to put this back on. Get the little gaskets out. I'm gonna take it out. It looks like there's three. I only saw two when I took this out. So I'm gonna verify that I'm not missing something. I'll look at all the stuff to see, and I'll let you know. Well, it looks like it's gonna be a little cumbersome to try and hold things up to where the carb goes and then put things on piece by piece. So what I'm gonna do is start all the way with the outside cover, and I will get the bolts, and then I'll just assemble it all like that, laying on top of it, so then I can put it in as one unit and get it all tightened up. Here's what it looks like after I added everything back. Sorry if the angle's weird. So I've got the bolts coming up through, got a gasket here, followed by the carburetor, then the big gasket, the spacer, and then one more gasket that goes up against the side of the engine block there where the carburetor goes. So I'm going to put this on, start getting the bolts tight enough just to hold it on there. Then I'll start messing with all the linkages and hoses and things like that. Well, I totally forgot that I can't get these throttle linkages and wires and stuff on if I have the air filter thing already on it. So I had to go ahead and put those on. Now I'm going to slide this behind the carburetor after I get the bolts through the carb, and then I can put those on it. All right, we've got that sitting on there, and before I get it too tight, I'm going to go ahead and hook up this little hose. I should be able to reach from the side here, get that on. I should have attached it to the carburetor. I don't know why I didn't. And then there's one hose on the back that just kind of slides over, but I should be able to access it because there's a big hole right there. So after I do that, I'll snug this all up, then we'll add some fuel, turn on the water to this, and see if we can get it going. All right, here's a moment of truth. I sprayed the air intake thing with some starting fluid. So let's pull this and see if we can get it to go. Look at that. Perfect. Let's test and see if the Anyway, hope this helped you out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.